Fuck them.
What if that's the opening? What if that's the intro? Hello, so, this is our first, episode thing.
Wait, no music? No little, music before we start?
I'll add the music later, I think. I can add the music later. I'm sure I can.
Okay, edit that part out.
No, keep it. Keep it in.
Okay, so, I'm gonna go left to, my name is Luis at, RealRadReviews, and I'm gonna go left to right on how y'all appear on my screen. So we have, Matthew Cook, at Real Matt Cook. Say hi, bitch.
You're supposed to say hi.
Oh, bye.
Okay, and then we have, David Hernandez.
The dumb fuck. Fucking idiot, you're so stupid. Fuck you.
Hi, everybody. It's me. That one guy.
That awesome guy. And then we have Ash, at Ash on Film.
Yo, I'm sure you guys know me. Somehow.
Yes.
Everybody knows me now.
Knows Ash. Everybody knows Ash.
Everyone knows Matt, too.
Yo, absolutely. For the wrong reasons, though.
Okay, so that's a perfect segue into our first discussion. So something happened with Matt, yesterday, and so basically, I'm gonna go over the tweet. Well, you go over the tweet 'cause it's your...
Okay, so on Friday night, or sometime on Friday evening, something, I said that the scene, the Leap of Faith scene in Spider-Verse, the What's Up Danger song felt out of place, and I felt that, I don't know, maybe orchestral music would have worked better. And I started getting a few angry quote tweets, so I muted the tweet. And then today, I find out that I've been dragged by fucking everybody on the internet. But I mean, I didn't know because I had to mute it the whole time, so I had no idea. Yeah, that's what happened, and everyone's and people call me racist, which I don't get.
Yeah.
So, and they were calling me racist apparently because I said that the song, felt out of place. I don't see how that is racist, but okay. Okay. What I don't get is getting dragged apparently by everybody for having one small nitpick in a scene in a film that I have nothing but praise for.
Right.
I never once said the song is bad. I even, wrote a tweet saying that I like the song itself, just not the use of it in the scene. I never said the scene itself was bad. I think it's a great scene. And the film I have nothing but praise for. And essentially what I said, was, I don't think it's the best scene in the film because of the song choice. The song choice stops it from being the perfect scene. That's all I said. I don't understand where all this hate is coming from. I really don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
I don't get it either.
You know what's kind of funny, though, honestly, is that that's like a really mild take from you. There are so many other takes that are so much
exactly.
Than that
I've had so many worse takes than this, and everyone's acting like I fucking murdered somebody. It's like, calm the fuck down. Jesus. Of all my hot takes, this is probably the mildest of mild. In fact, it's probably below mild. It doesn't even...
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that out of the way, which is Matt defending himself against people on Twitter who are way too intense.
Also, a lot of my mutuals were defending me, to which I gotta say, y'all are the greatest. I appreciate it. I did mute the tweet, so I missed pretty much everything, but still, I really appreciate the gesture of sticking up for me. So, y'all are the best.
Shout out to the best.
Forgot to.
Shout out to myself.
Shout out to Felicia, who's the fucking best person on that app.
Yes.
Yes.
A queen and a legend.
Yes. I promised that.
And I promised her that I would slander Fellowship of the Ring because that's a horribly boring movie.
Let's not go there.
See, you are the worst piece of shit. Actually, no, you are the cuntiest of all cunts, and you deserve to die alone. Because no one loves you, not even your family loves you. Yeah, so just go cry in your room and die alone.
Well, I love you, so.
Thank you, Lewis. I love you too.
I love you too.
I don't love David. I know, like, he probably is the fifth worst person I've ever come across. Not the first. The first is reserved for a few other people, but he's definitely bottom 5.
Okay, so we're gonna segue really smoothly into our next topic. Speaking of killing yourself, so our next movie question. Wait, our next topic. Our next topic is well, you know, everybody's excited because the new Tenet movie's coming out, directed by Christopher Nolan.
Allegedly it's coming
out.
It's going to be a really great 2021 movie. I'm just saying.
Well, either way, it's the next movie. Whenever we get it, it's the next movie we're watching. So,
so we believe.
Yeah. So this topic is like, you know, just we're gonna discuss Christopher Nolan in general, which is awesome for me because I am having like a marathon right now. My next movie is Interstellar, which I've already seen.
Absolute masterpiece.
So
yes, Interstellar is holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Arguably the best of the decade.
I will go on and on praising it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's amazing. I've only seen it twice, and I'm really excited to see it one more time.
Oh boy.
Well, I've seen it over like 40 times by now.
Yeah.
The film is a lot. Sorry, I'm chewing my food. Hold on. Wait. All right, talk for a minute, and then I'll talk when I'm done chewing my food. Go.
So
yeah.
Go on. I'm gonna give it to Ash because he's the most passionate about this.
What are you guys' favorite Christopher Nolan films?
I juggle The Dark Knight and Interstellar a lot. I think I'm gonna go with Dark Knight, but I'm gonna watch Interstellar again this week, and it is a very, very good possibility that that's my favorite from now on.
Good. I'm with you on that.
For me, it's The Dark Knight, but Interstellar is in second place.
Okay. I know what David's gonna say.
David?
Well, yeah, I mean, mine is probably The Dark Knight, but literally my two favorite movies are The Dark Knight and Inception. So
Inception.
it can go either way. Like I adore Inception. You know.
Inception is great.
Okay, I'm done chewing now. All right, so about Interstellar, it's way more emotional upon rewatch because like when you watch it the first time, you obviously don't know that he's never going to come back. Really, I'm like he does come back, but he comes back and everyone's fucking dead, right? And you don't know that's the first time you see it. And so, the second time you watch it, and he's saying bye to his family. You're like, man, they're gonna be fucking dead when he comes back. And it's just a lot more sad.
And also because he doesn't want to say hi to his son because his son becomes Casey Affleck.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's I think it's like a very interesting marriage of grand issues with the whole, space, time travel, all that, and a very good marriage of that and internal issues as things we can all relate to, your family, how much time do we have with each other. I think it's so cool how it's like such a grand movie with so like astronomically big concepts, and also it really takes its time to also develop that in relationships and that stuff that really hits you. And I think it's awesome when movies do that.
I think it's like a really a film that's imbued with like a lot of intimacy, and it also gets more intimate as you watch it because on first watch it's kind of like a grand kind of it's about like saving our planet and saving our like humankind, but on further watches you emphasize more on like the familial values of it and Cooper's relationship to Murph, which I think is like really brilliant in how it marriages both sides of a grand scheme of saving humankind and also saving his relationship with his daughter.
Well, the funny thing about Interstellar in or about Christopher Nolan is that most of his critics will argue that his films are kind of cold. They're not really. I think that's a bullshit argument, you know.
I never understood that.
I've never understood it either. But what I'll say is that Interstellar is probably his most grand, huge scale film.
Definitely.
It's arguably his most personable, emotional. Also, at the same time, that's what I don't know. It's just
I agree as well.
Combination of the two.
Right. I agree 100%.
I think it's also not just like the relationship between like Cooper and Murph, but also like different relationships within the film, like Murph and her brother, Cooper and everyone else on the station, Cooper and Man when Man betrays him. It's like it's a film that bases itself around intimacy and the relationships they form, despite being about saving the grand aspect of our human race.
Without a doubt. Oh, and Matt Damon, that's an all-time great cameo, too.
It is. An all-time great cameo. I did not see that coming.
I wish I had more to say, but I haven't seen it in years, so I should
rewatch it.
That's before I actually have anything more to say about it. Yeah, because my memory, I remember it, a fair deal, but there's a lot that's just kind of lost in memory, so I can't, remember enough of the details to actually give a proper analysis or review of it. So,
what we say is Nolan's most underappreciated film.
Dark Knight Rises.
I'm gonna go to hard brain.
It's gotta be the Dark Knight Rises because everybody and their mom loves to crap on it for whatever reason, but it's a great movie. It's as strong as the other two.
Insomnia?
Oh yeah, yep. That I think is the weakest one because, well, I mean, first off, he didn't write it, and you can tell, and I think that's kind of why it's the weakest. I mean, it's still a good movie. It's just nowhere near as intelligent as other films at all. It's kind of just it's just sort of like a basic crime story elevated by its acting and directing.
I rewatched it early this year, and it also goes against all the criticisms that he receives of intimacy, because the story is probably one of his most personal as well, because it's really, really small and very individual, but also just really personal to the characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the only Nolan movie I don't remember almost anything. So I'm gonna rewatch that as well.
Okay.
The Dark Knight Rises, talking about that.
I love it.
See, it gets a lot of hate, from people on the internet, but then you look at all the review sites and everyone loves it, so it's kind of
I'm aware.
Which is it?
I understand some of the hate because I don't think it is for everyone, but it is very I think if you're a big fan of Nolan or the Dark Knight trilogy or blockbuster filmmaking in general, you're gonna be a big fan of it because it's a big emotional, visceral payoff to the trilogy and to the character.
I've noticed that a lot of the hate for it, though, revolves around specifically hardcore Batman fans.
Yeah.
Because for them, it's oh, hey, that's not what Batman would do. But obviously, for Nolan, the interpretation of that trilogy in general is not what is, he's not trying to adapt the actual character. He's trying to say, what if a real human being was Batman? This is what it would be.
I think that's a question that's that's posed throughout the trilogy that I find really intriguing. That it's not about what he should do as Batman, but what he can do to save people. I think it also appears throughout the quotes that appear in the films.
Right.
It's there's a quote in Batman Begins it's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. I think that's just powerful and speaks truths to Nolan's interpretation of Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Another criticism that I've recently noticed is that some people are saying that The Dark Knight Rises is confused, thematically, it kind of contradicts itself. Here's what it's trying to say. I don't think he's really trying to say anything. In fact, Nolan even said the film was not meant to be political. It's not meant to spread a message. Yeah. It's just drawing parallels from in like the Occupy Wall Street, protests. I mean, he's not trying to spread any message at all. And a lot of people say, oh, the message is, right wing. No, he's not trying to spread a message at all. It's just real life parallels between,
right?
And yeah, so
I think that's one thing that people like aren't fond of with The Dark Knight Rises is that it feels really unprepared, but it's also because like Nolan wasn't intending to make that in the first place.
Yeah.
But he was pushed back into making it, but by allowing him to make Inception, he had to make The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. I don't think it feels unprepared at all. Actually,
I think it feels like a perfect payoff to the trilogy.
Yeah.
That interpretation.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have like a question because I watched this before this year. I've already seen like every Nolan movie but one, and I watched that one movie that I was missing, and I was really underwhelmed. So I want to know what you guys think. I was I've already seen Following, but I was really underwhelmed by Insomnia because I watched it and I was like, like it was good, but like 6 out of 10 good, not like.
I mean that's kind of like what I said, like 5 minutes ago. It's not written by him, and you can definitely tell, like right off the bat, you can tell this is not him. It does not have any of the, in terms of the structure, it's not what he usually does. It's nowhere near as intelligent as his other films. Yeah.
Right.
I probably have a bias because he's my favorite director. I love his work very much, but like, I actually adore Insomnia. Like, sure, it was like a stepping stone for him to like move on to bigger films and better funding from studios, but also like I really like buy into Al Pacino's character and like his like relationship with Robin Williams' character in the film.
That's the best part of the film. Yeah.
I think that's like a really interesting dynamic that parallels like many like future characters that Nolan would come to like write about and put to the big screen.
That's the thing, is that the writing is probably the weakest part about Insomnia, but like the direction is beautiful.
It does. I mean, like the two characters in Insomnia do remind me a bit of like Batman and Heath Ledger's Joker in The Dark Knight. The parallels they draw to each other.
Yeah, I do think the characters are the most memorable part.
Yeah, it's because it's like a battle of like immorality and morality, and how that conflicts between being like what is perceived normally as a good person and a bad person.
Right.
Robin Williams' range is unreal.
Yeah.
Good performances as well.
He actually does a really good job as playing a freak. Robin Williams does in that movie.
I love that ambient sound of the microwave in the back.
Yeah, well, I mean,
special sound effects.
Well, I mean, I just got back from work and the cafe's not open because of COVID, so I don't have any source of food. So I have to wait 5 hours till I'm done with my shift to actually eat anything. So, yeah. So.
And okay, so what do you guys think is Nolan's like best reveal? We have the whole Who Killed His Wife in Memento. We have the whole doubles in The Prestige. There's a lot of stuff in his movies.
Interstellar.
The Interstellar one.
Interstellar.
Okay. Like, I go back and forth between Interstellar and The Prestige, because The Prestige is a perfect movie.
I feel like
that movie's perfect.
There are like two really different kind of payoffs. The Interstellar one is like a super visceral, emotional payoff that feels intimate to the story, and like the Prestige one feels grand and like an actual huge reveal.
Right.
The Prestige feels like a plot twist, whereas Interstellar feels like human,
natural.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the cinematography in Dunkirk? Because I personally think that's his best. Like,
I agree with you.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to watch it again because last time I saw it was in theaters. Yeah, I don't rewatch movies a lot except for like a select few. So a lot of these movies that you're talking about, I'm not gonna lie, I can't do a proper analysis because they're not fresh in my memory.
Right. What I remember the most about Dunkirk on a technical level is the sound design. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
That I remember very well.
I think just like the jets and everything zooming past you and just absolutely everything just overwhelms you, but also just really puts you in that world. I think that's like some of the best sound design I've heard. I think
it reminded me of Jaws a little bit.
On that topic, like, that's what I love, because Hoytama, who I'm a big fan of, his cinematography basically blended in with the sound design. It was basically integrated into like one visceral cinematic engine for the audience, and especially if you saw that in IMAX, it's literally the perfect cinematic experience.
Right. I agree with you 100%.
Was an IMAX. Yeah, first viewing was an IMAX.
Yeah.
Second
Now,
viewing was not.
I have a question. Is there a reason why Nolan didn't work with Wally Pfister for Dunkirk?
Basically, I think he wanted him on Interstellar, but Wally Pfister was doing his future debut, Transcendence.
Oh God, God.
Yeah, that film. And so, like, I think Nolan got used to working with Hoytama, so he brought him back for Dunkirk and now Tenet.
Well, either way, great choice. They're both great.
I think Pfister's also taking like a break from filmmaking for a while, from what I've heard.
Dunkirk was actually one that surprised me the most because it was so different from his other ones, and I was worried that he wasn't going to pull it off. And also the fact that it was kind of short, and none of his other movies are short at all. And I was like, oh boy. But he pulled it off. He was, oh my god, it was so great.
Okay. Yeah. And I remember when Dunkirk came out, and I can actually see this. I can't see most of the other criticisms, but this is something that I actually can sort of side with. When Dunkirk came out, I remember there was like a lot of questions about the characters, because it seemed like Christopher Nolan focused more on the event and how it kind of transcended everyone in a grand, instead of focusing on characters, which I agree, like, I see what he's doing, but for me, I would have liked to seen, like, more work on the characters as well. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Honestly, that's something I love about Dunkirk that makes it so different from, like, most war films, because it doesn't, like, focus on one, two characters, so it doesn't it doesn't kind of draw you into the sense of intimacy with a character, but instead it just, like, brings you on, like, an experience through the war and the evacuation of Dunkirk. So it's, like, it's hard to explain. It's not intimate, but rather it's like a broad general view.
I understand what you're saying, because films like Saving Private Ryan are more character driven, and this is more about an event.
What I feel about Dunkirk is that it doesn't, like, whilst, like, drawing away from the intimacy, it also draws away from romanticizing the war, which is something that should be there, because obviously you don't want to romanticize the war and make it seem like something ideal.
Right.
See, like, it may not focus on the characters directly, but you actually do give a shit about them and their survival. And, you know, had he focused on the characters directly, I mean, just going off memory here, it would have felt very, very, very forced and out of place.
I think, like, it's very communal in that, like, you have, like, a communal sense of intimacy towards hoping that everyone gets out safely. Yeah, that's what I really like about it, actually.
Yeah, and I still need to rewatch it as well. Alright, so is there any other, like, Nolan questions or Nolan topics y'all want to maybe discuss before we move on?
Well, I feel like we haven't talked about Inception much.
Yeah.
Okay, Inception. So I have a weird relationship with Inception. When I first watched it, I was, like, mind blown like I knew everyone else.
Yeah.
Then I watched it again, and the same thing with me. I could not connect to Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and that really brought it down for me. Right. So I kind of gave it its time. I kind of paused it and came back to it, like, a couple of days later. And I guess I just sort of was really delved into the world that he built, and, you know, how he executed those big ideas, and that kind of sold me back into the side of I love that movie. But yeah, I love Inception. I think it's fantastic, and I love how all the little moving pieces you talk about, not only from, like, a technical point, like, from a story point, how clear he is with his rules and how he, like, it's so complex, but it's also so well, I guess, defined that you're seeing like a dream within a dream within a dream, and you know exactly what's happening.
It's very immaculate in that sense.
Yeah, like you know exactly who's dreaming and what the timelines are, and why these people have been falling for 10 minutes and these people haven't. It's like, it's amazing.
Lewis, I remember you tweeting about that like a week or two ago, and I told you verbatim, go fuck yourself. And
and I almost got killed.
And you and you absolutely deserve that. Even though you came around to it, just the initial thought, you know, that it's not good, you deserve that. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I got a lot of clapback from that, especially from you.
Good. Okay, see, the hate that I got over the weekend is what you should have gotten for that dumb fuck Inception take.
Well, I got that hate already from my Stanley Kubrick take, but let's go on to Inception.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Actually, you know what? You deserve not only the hate, but you probably deserve quadruple that hate. I'm just saying.
Boo fucking who, man. I deserve hate because you are sad that you got hated for your Spider-Verse take. Matt, be like, after this call, Matt's gonna cry and be like, why am I getting hate when Luis doesn't like Stanley Kubrick and I just didn't like a sock choice?
Honestly, I really did not know about all the hate until this morning. I really didn't. So, for 2 days, I was completely blind. Yeah, I will say about it.
So Inception, David.
Yes.
David's favorite film.
I couldn't hear you.
It's your favorite film,
like,
right?
we're talking about Inception, but you haven't talked about Inception. You haven't talked about Inception.
Where do I start? Look, Inception was one of those movies where, well, first off, let me just say, I didn't get a chance to see it in the theaters. And that is still one of my biggest regrets.
You're really done fucked up there.
I didn't fuck up. I was like 14, 15. I was waiting for my brother to take me, and my brother never took me. He took his fucking girlfriend instead of taking me, and I didn't get to see it until like a year later.
Sneak in.
That's not the point of this, look. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're so stupid. This is why you're a dumb fuck. You're so stupid.
Inception.
Well, Lewis is also an idiot.
It's interesting, though, because it's exposition heavy, but it's not done in like a way where it's annoying. Like, you need every single bit of that detail.
It's heavy-handed. It's heavy-handed, but it's not, you know, like forced, I guess.
We're talking about the Italians.
I think the execution is light, so you know. It feels natural when you watch it. It comes naturally to you.
Yeah, it's definitely heavy-handed. I mean, there's
a lot of ideas there.
Yeah, but it kind of needs to be. So
yes, without a doubt.
All right, go on, David.
No, and I think the concept itself of just a dream within a dream within a dream is. I'm sure people have toyed with it before, sort of like in Brazil and you know,
Matrix,
stuff like that.
You know, obviously he's very influenced by the Matrix.
Of course. Mm-hmm. And if you've seen Paprika, for any anime fans, it's heavily influenced by movie. He's very influenced by international films, and you could see the inspiration. I don't know, like there's. It hits different. I don't know what it is about the way he structured that movie. And let me just say, too, the score might be my favorite score of the decade. Yeah. I love that hunt.
Time is an all-timer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's so good. Matt?
Yeah? What?
Any more? Because I feel like me, David, and Ash talked about Inception a lot. I don't know if you have anything to add.
Remember, like I said earlier, a lot of these movies I have to rewatch still, so they're not exactly fresh in my memory.
Right.
So I can't exactly do a proper analysis if it's not fresh in my memory.
Well, I'm glad you did your homework before doing the podcast, man.
Yeah, good job, man.
Your one-day notice podcast.
Okay, hold up. So for over an hour, you're waiting on David to try to figure out how to screen record, and because he doesn't know how to screen record. Also, he got high before this. I don't know if that and I don't know if that contributed to his dumbfuckery here, but
that's not relevant, but it's true.
Yes. In fact, actually, I'm a little bit surprised that you're very articulate for someone who's not only high, but is actually drinking at the moment. So,
hey, drink clears my mind and helps me get sober.
No, I don't know. No,
That's
I'm not a drunk like you. I don't have a drinking problem like you do, because you're a fucking idiot. God. No wonder all your relationships failed. Fucking idiot. God damn.
Lewis, please keep all this in.
Yeah.
Do not edit out.
I am gonna keep everything in.
Talking about failed relationships.
Because one, I like to expose y'all, and two, I'm too lazy to do anything. Okay, I might want to keep that laugh out because I want to creep out absolutely every.
No, keep it in, you fucking idiot, fucking bitch.
It's a cheetah laugh. You have to keep it in.
Yeah, keep it in before I fucking murder your family, you stupid fucking bitch.
My family is deported, so you can't go murder them.
You should remove that.
So
okay,
is Christopher...
Wait, hold up. I am not a fan of speculation or plot theories. So
it's not a plot theory. No, it's not a plot theory.
So if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna dip, and then I'll come back.
It's not a plot theory, dumbass. I said it 3 times. Anyways.
Okay. So Spider-Verse take is worse than World War III.
Minutes. It's not like The Irishman where it's like it could have been 2 hours shorter.
No, you know what? Fuck you. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna kill your whole fucking
That
family.
movie's fucking boring. That movie's fucking boring.
I'm gonna kill your entire family slowly in front of you, and I'm gonna keep you in my basement, and for the rest of your miserable piece of shit, lonely fucking life. And you have to, think about the fact that your dumb fuckery got your entire family killed, and you have to live with that for the rest of eternity, David. You are a waste. You are a waste of what?
Film.
Well, I feel like the only good thing that comes out of that is that I'm finally gonna have company in Matt's basement.
Yep. Okay, yes. However, though, every morning I do bring you food, so you're not always lonely.
Yeah, so I can talk to my food like I talk to the wall.
Yep. So, David, basically what I'm saying is you are a waste of life, and you should just give up.
Write that on his lunchbox.
You want to know who else gave up?
Who?
This is like a perfect transition into our into one of our topics for today, which is Pixar movies, Bing Bong and Inside Out. He just gave up. Gone.
Bing Bong, more like Bing Gone.
Okay, so our next topic, that's our third topic actually, but thank you.
Smooth transition.
For killing me.
Smooth, Ash. Thank you, Ash.
Thank you for making me cry again. Well, I guess actually we can do Pixar movies next.
Yeah, I mean, Matt's the perfect person to talk about Inside Out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but
so
just gonna,
context.
Right. Yeah. I'm still going to call it Midside Out, just for old time's sake. And even though I love the movie, and it transcended my 4-star rating scale, I'm still going to call it Midside Out, just to piss you off.
So for those of you who, for some reason don't know, Matt, for like the last 2 years that I've known him, literally 2 years that I've known him, always giving me shit about loving Inside Out, and I think it's the best Pixar movie, like above and beyond everything else. And he's always like, "How dare you like that movie? It's not Inside Out, it's Midside Out." And he's just so
but a lot of
annoying about it
was just
that everybody knew it. Yes, but he was so annoying about it, about the fact that it's Midside Out, that everyone just associates Matt with Midside Out. I would literally just be tweeting random like, "Oh, I watched Inside Out again," and obviously Matt was gonna be under there. Of course, he was never not like replying to it. So for my birthday, which was last month, I turned 21.
6'9", which
Happy
I want
birthday.
that birthday. I wanted that birthday. 6'9". I love that number.
My birthday is on National Sex Day. Too bad I didn't get any sex. But he watched it for my birthday, and now he's gonna talk to you, I guess. So go on.
Yeah, so when I saw it opening day back in 2015, and I didn't like it. Why I didn't like it, I have
Because you were wrong.
Well, yeah, that, but also, I have no clue. It was too long ago to remember. I have no clue why I didn't like it. I could not tell you. And I started watching it, and, obviously I kind of went in with preconceived notions. I mean, how could I not? Because I've been calling it Inside Out for the past 5 years. And pretty early on, I'm like, oh, fuck, I think I was wrong this whole time. I really hope I wasn't wrong this whole time. I mean, I was almost like hoping that I wouldn't like this movie just so, I could, Lewis could not claim victory.
No!
But I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I think I love Inside Out so much. I could talk 50 hours about this. I'm just going to talk for like 1 minute. It's such a beautiful film, explores so many,
Sorry.
I can't even put into words. But one of the things that people don't talk about that often that I think is genius is that scene where Joy and Sadness just, get sucked out of headquarters and disgust, fear, and anger are left to care for Riley. And there's this part where they're like pretending to be Joy, and it's like they're trying to ask Riley these questions, and it's like, okay, I'm disgust, I'm gonna pretend to be Joy, and like she disguises herself as Joy, but it comes across as sarcasm, because Joy with like disgust is sarcasm, and she's like, oh, it was good, I guess, and it's like, that's not Joy. And fear with Joy, it's like you're probing me, and the movie just has so many like very well, I guess, realized concepts like that, and they're all over the place. It's like sometimes you don't even notice them, but they're like, it's one of the most detailed movies I've seen.
I think it's not just in like Inside Out, but it's like just really present in Pixar films in general. Like Matt was saying, like about Toy Story 3 and how it's like a mature film. And I think like even
Right.
Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 4 are like in that same sentence of maturity, as well as Pixar's films like Coco,
Incredibles.
The Incredibles. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of adult questions like with Toy Story 4, it's about finding purpose, which is really like a scary topic for like a kid to think of, because it's like you're thinking of your existence and what your purpose is, and they somehow present it in the most like funniest and simple and like just enjoyable ways in 4D.
Tasteful, yeah.
And yeah, I think that's just really like, I know like a lot of people dislike Toy Story 4, but like I have to give it credit. Yeah, I have to give it credit for like presenting like such existential themes in the most cheery and subtle of ways.
Yeah, but also it gives it its weight when it needs to.
Yeah, it does. Because eventually, like that theme of finding a purpose kind of transfers onto Woody and like his decisions at the end of the film.
Right. And
yeah.
I really appreciate that you brought it up, because I think that's one of the best things Pixar does, is like make like adult films disguised as kid films. And I think the film that does that the best, in my opinion, is probably like The Incredibles, because when you really look at
it, the best Pixar movie.
Yeah,
David, no one asked. Who cares? So
when you look at it, it's about a man going through a midlife crisis and trying to get a hold of his glory days, and just entering the worst depression and just wanting to get out there. And it's just, but it disguises itself because it's about superheroes and this, but it's really about a midlife crisis and depression and relationship issues,
family issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, some men, when they have a midlife crisis, become a superhero. Others make meth.
Yup. David, so what's your favorite Pixar movie? Talk more about The Incredibles.
Oh, The Incredibles. So The Incredibles was one that Do you guys remember the teaser trailer to it, or were you guys too young to remember?
Yeah.
No,
I remember.
You remember it, Matt?
YouTube.
Vaguely.
So the teaser came out like at the same time as Finding Nemo. Like I think along with it, like the year before it came out. And I remember just seeing that teaser and just being like, oh my god, like Pixar's making like a superhero movie that's animated. Like I don't know, it just kind of blew me away, the concept of it. When I was a kid, I was like 7 or 8. And when I saw it in the theaters, I can remember that's probably one of my 5 or 6 favorite theater experiences. Even now, 15 years later.
Yeah.
I still think about it like it's the, and people say it all the time, but it's true. It's like the Fantastic Four movie that we deserved, in real life.
Brad Bird needs to direct a Fantastic Four film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, go ahead.
Oh, I think The Incredibles, while we're on that topic, it's actually like the first theater experience I remember in my life. Like I'm sure I had others, but that's like the first one I remember.
The first one I remember is like Finding Nemo, but like holding on to like Incredibles like theme of like family issues and like a familial value. I want to say that I really love Monsters Inc.
Absolutely.
I feel like in some sense it's about finding family where it counts, especially with Boo like eventually getting to trust Sully and Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. is one that people love a lot.
Yeah. I mean, like, as a kid...
What do you guys rank it amongst your other Pixar movies?
I don't really do rankings, so,
I mean, like, do you think it's amongst... You don't have to give me a specific number. I mean, like, do you think it's amongst...
One of the best. Oh, yeah.
I think it's probably my second or third favorite.
Because, like, what Ash brought up about, finding family where you fit in, where you're not necessarily... It's not blood, but it's your family, I feel like Ratatouille does that really well too, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Ratatouille.
Remy is a G.
He should go with Walter and cook some meth. I'm sure he'll do some like fire stuff.
Not gonna lie, I haven't seen Ratatouille, I think, since the theaters.
Okay, now it's your turn to fucking die. You know that.
I'm of no help here because I literally haven't not seen it since the theaters.
And it's such a beautiful full moment for me because I remember when Ratatouille came out, one of my favorite movies of all time. And then on the years later, when I was old enough to, know what the fuck I was talking about.
Well,
I appreciate it, but when I talk to people about...
Yeah. I don't think you actually still know what you're talking about. But okay.
Okay, well, I know for sure I know how to say fuck you, but,
okay.
When I watched Ratatouille, when I had discussions about Pixar movies, like, years later, nobody brought up Ratatouille. And now, like, this year, 2020, I see a lot of...
Twitter's obsessive.
Yeah, Twitter.
I love that.
Yeah, I see a lot of obsession over it, which is amazing, because it's like a top 3 Pixar for me. That movie makes me cry. That final monologue of Anton Ego just realizing, having, like, a life moment, so good.
The bicycle, and, like, the Ratatouille.
Yeah.
It's cathartic.
One of the best movie scenes of all time.
I don't remember any of that. I'm just saying.
Matt, you have to rewatch Ratatouille.
I know. I'll rewatch. I own the film.
Different.
I just haven't seen it since the theaters.
It's gonna hit you different because you're what, 24 now, and you were like,
it's got like a really.
Oh, I didn't realize you were that old, man. You're fucking old.
It's like
David,
grandpa.
you're literally older than I am.
You guys like fucking grandpas compared to me.
I know. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What?
No. Yeah, you're older. That's it.
Yep.
I mean, it's just the fact you are older.
Hey, Lewis, can we talk about that? How underrated Incredibles 2 is, since everybody shit on it when it came out.
It has good. It has bad.
Really good.
Incredibles 2 is such a good movie.
No,
People
it's not.
Done it for. Here's the thing: people crapped on it because it came out at the same time as Spider-Verse, which is obviously a better movie, but it was a really good movie.
Spider-Verse came out like literally 6 months later.
No, it did not. It came out like
it did.
later.
It came out the same year.
Not. Same year. I know.
Later.
I'm saying that people remember it less fondly because it came out same year as
I
Spider-Verse.
remember it less fondly because it was mediocre as fuck. It was a mess.
Yo, okay, look,
Okay, calm down,
it has
Susie.
it has some interesting teams of government control and like who should be in power, but like I feel like it never really like executes them properly and like
it
when
is
it does,
shit, but never explores it. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels so predictable too. I feel like I knew who the villain was right from the beginning, but you see, that's not.
Well, I'll say that it's much more formulaic. I just think that the formula that they use is still solid. I still think it's a good movie. I'm just saying, it doesn't deserve all the crap that it gets.
Yeah,
it does. Well,
exactly,
no, it does.
But
it does. It does.
Here's the thing: if there's a movie that should get crap, it's Wally.
No,
it's the worst.
Fuck off.
That movie's the worst.
It's amazing.
Most boring fucking movie I've ever seen.
David, go get a sword.
Animated version of Tree of Life. It's just
Tree of Life.
Wait. David, please shut up for a second.
You shouldn't have an opinion on this.
Yeah, go get a sword and then lead into it. It'll be fun, I promise you.
He's just gonna slice himself open and he's cake.
Yes, we're all cake.
We're all cake.
Okay, David. I'm gonna ask you why you don't like Wall-E, and you're probably gonna answer, because I was like 2 years old and I didn't understand it. But I'm still gonna put myself through that and ask you, why don't you like Wall-E?
So, you're right. I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters. First of all.
Case closed. Next one.
Hold on. I was like, you know what to say? What year did it come out? 2008.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
You're so fucking stupid.
Well,
you're such
something.
an idiot. Oh my god.
Hey, shut up. You haven't seen Ratatouille. Shut up. So look, from what I remember, the first half is really sincere, and I remember really enjoying the first half, and it was the second half of the movie that really lost me. Now, I can't remember real specifics, that's why I know I need to rewatch it, but I'm also scared to rewatch it because I've been shit-talking it for so many years. That if I watch it and I love it, I'm gonna feel like, oh damn, I gotta go and delete these tweets because there are so many.
No, there's not many failures. It's totally fine.
I've read it 100,000 times. I feel like 10,000 of those are just me shit-talking La La Land and
keep them up. You look like even more of a dumb fuck that you are.
I mean, I'll forgive you for tweeting that if you just come around to it.
Yeah, look, Wall-E's just one of the sweetest and most cathartic films that Pixar's ever made.
It's beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen it in theaters either, so I don't remember it.
Oh my god.
The first half is really sweet and it's super intimate, and then the second half becomes more expansive. But in the end, it's just a super cathartic ending.
Absolutely, and it's same thing I was talking with Interstellar. It's such a film that presents big issues that we can all relate to, and an intimate thing. Literally that movie's Pixar's fucking telling us that we as humans fucked up so bad we had to rely on a trash robot and an Apple product to save us.
And come on, Wall-E's just adorable.
It's amazing. And I dare anyone watch that Define dancing scene when they're dancing in space and tell me that's a bad scene. Absolutely not. Poetic cinema.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that scene.
I remember that scene being boring.
Thanks for doing your homework,
You. When I say we're gonna talk about Pixar movies, that means you watch all 20 movies.
Let's shout out to Avery, who's also in our group chat. She told me to watch it. She told me to watch it, so I will watch it. Hopefully within the next week or two on Disney Plus, so I don't have any excuses to not watch it now. But I'll read.
Wait,
so you're just gonna go ahead and support capitalism? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Not just capitalism. Support a monopoly.
I'll go to 3 movies and watch it on there.
Good. You should, yeah.
Okay, so how about we go around and y'all tell me your 5 favorite Pixar movies? Can y'all do that?
No, I cannot.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go to Matt last because he needs to think about it because he's stupid. So Ash, what are your 5 favorites?
In no particular order, but Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, and Toy Story 3.
Okay, absolutely. All right,
Yes.
David.
The Incredibles, as you know. Toy Story 3. Monsters, Inc., Coco, and God, so many other ones.
Cars 2.
Cars 2. Matt, probably Up. I don't know about you guys. How are you guys on Up?
Incredible.
Up's
One
so
of the best
sweet.
ones.
Yeah,
Like,
I
It's
really like it.
amazing.
I think it was great, but I still feel like the first 10 minutes are so great that the rest of the movie doesn't really, like, hold
you're
up
one of
the
those.
first 10.
The first 10 minutes are like heartbreaking. Probably like one of the like saddest things I've ever seen.
Exactly, though. That's the thing. And the rest of it is good. I just feel like the first 10 minutes are like God tier, you know?
I think
Yeah.
Up is actually the movie that has the most technical wonders in it. Because I saw this breakdown a while ago, and it is everything, Pete Doctor, everything in that movie means something. So, for example, very small things like the shape of Carl's head means something. The fact that Ellie's head and Russell's head are shaped similarly, that means like a wondrous soul. And like Carl's head shape is more of like a longing for that. And it's like actual thing that means something. I'm not just drawing stupid conclusions. Like if you read on it, like a video essay, there's also this thing where they do something, where he's like, when Ellie before that, she's like, cross your heart, cross it. And when Russell first meets Carl, he's like, can I help you cross the street? Can I help you cross the yard? And he's like, well, I gotta help you cross something. Well, he helped him cross his heart. You know? It's so many small things.
You know what? I've never even noticed that, but that's actually a really good point.
It's a lot of amazing things like that. The shape of a dog's heads, they're shaped like bullets. It's just so many small things. Yeah, it's amazing. And then it sets up this thing where Carl he could never have a son because he's not fertile or whatever. And Russell has a dad, but he's not present in his life. And in the end, they find each other and, you know, they find that mystic relationship. Yeah, it's one of the best Pixar movies. And people are like, oh, talking dogs, no thank you. Like, shut up.
Okay, what's your top 5?
Cars 2, The Good Dinosaur, Brave.
Oh, that's such a great movie.
Shut up. I don't care. Finding Dory. How many is that? 4? What's the 5th one?
A Bug's Life?
Wall-E?
No, fuck you.
Cars 3.
Okay, wait, look.
I like Cars 3.
Look,
I haven't even seen Cars 3.
I genuinely like Cars 2.
I don't.
No,
But
seriously, like, I
it's
just
not
find
like-
it really cool that it traveled the world as cars.
So deep.
Yeah, I actually kind of agree with that.
It's super cool that they like go to, I think it's Monte Carlo, and then they go to Tokyo,
Not
and
gonna
then they go to London. And they're cars. We get to see the world as cars. I think that's super cool. Because everyone says cars.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Are you kidding, or are you...
No. I actually really adore that. Like, I watch it for fun. I don't think it's a great film, but I think it's super fun because everything's just cars.
I agree with you, Ash. You're right. I
And
agree
like
with
the fucking bugs are cars.
And the cars, some cars have like jet engines so they can fly. You don't understand how cool that sounds.
Yeah. Why do we have people like Christopher Nolan world building when fucking Cars 2 just...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fine.
Right.
I actually like Cars 2 when it's about the international racing. When it cuts to the spy stuff, I'm like, no, bye.
Why?
What
Because
the
they have
fuck is
wings?
happening?
You have something against car with wings?
Yes. I have everything against car with wings. When I literally was born, that was the first thing I said.
I don't even remember what happens in Cars 2, because I saw it once, and I'm like, this is the worst shit I've ever seen.
It's a spy movie, Matt. It's a literal fucking spy movie.
You want a Cars 2 spoiler?
Sure, I'm never going to watch it again, and I'm probably going to forget it, so sure.
The entire film is just them driving around.
Yes.
I mean,
absolutely.
It sounds it sounds
like
more exciting than it probably is. So.
Well, my top 5 are... Wait, I didn't give a real top 5. Is that what you're gonna keep?
Yep.
Okay, so my top 5.
Matt, you laugh like the hyena from The Lion King.
Dude, honestly.
It sounds like Harley Quinn's hyena in Birds of Prey.
Oh my god. Okay. 1 hour intermission while Matt just fucking laughs.
Okay, move on.
Okay.
Please move on.
Oh, my top 5 are Inside Out, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, Coco, and Toy Story 3.
Nice.
Alright, hold on. I think we all said Toy Story 3. Can we talk about how amazing Toy Story 3 is?
I did not.
I never cried harder.
I didn't say Toy Story 3 in my top 5.
Alright,
But
shut up.
it's your top 1. You told me before. You told me, Matt, that Toy Story 3 is your favorite Pixar movie.
It's probably my top 20 of all time, too.
Yeah.
Top 20 Pixar movies of
Yeah,
all
it's
time?
everyone.
Wow.
Top 20 movies of all time for me.
It's number 1, The
Yeah.
Goonies.
Matt, did it make you cry?
No.
I know you don't cry, but did it make you cry?
Twice, yes. Look, I have
That
zero.
movie made me cry.
I have
You
no
heard here
emotion
first.
at all, and I don't cry at anything. But that fucking breaks me twice. In the incinerator scene, and then when he's giving the toys
Oh, the
away.
incinerator scene's BS, first of all, because nobody actually believed they were gonna die.
I know, but
You
Yo,
don't believe it more than anything.
I was a
Marvel does.
9-year-old gullible kid, okay? I believed they were gonna die. That hurt deeply in my soul.
No, but the last scene where they play with Andy
Okay.
for one time.
Okay, shut the fuck up. But it's like the idea, of them, spending one last moment together, and they're gonna die, as a big family and all that, and that feeling of family. Yeah.
It always looked BS to me, but it's still a great movie.
You know what? No one fucking cares about you or your opinions, and you will die alone. So please.
So, the real ending, that fucks me up. Where he's like, goodbye, partner. Oh, kill me, bitch.
I actually cried sooner than that. What?
Dude.
But Story 4 was unnecessary. I like it, but they should have ended it after 3.
You know what? You should just go jump off a bridge and die.
No.
You know what? I love Toy Story 4, but I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like it. I still think it's a good movie. I just think Toy Story 3 ended so perfectly. They didn't.
You know what? You're right. It's not necessary, but I fucking love it anyway.
It's good. Bo Peep was a queen.
Yes.
Bo Peep's badass.
Dude, she's like the strongest. Well, not the strongest, but one of the strongest female characters Pixar has done.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Brave is better than Frozen, even though Frozen isn't a Pixar movie?
We're not talking about Brave. We're not going to talk about Brave.
Brave is a really good movie. I don't know why everybody hates on it. It's such a good movie. I think you guys just hate women, but I don't know.
Let's bravely move on to another movie.
Wait, hold up. Actually, the strongest character that Pixar made was what the fuck's his face? Mater from Cars. Is that his name?
Oh, yeah.
Best character Pixar has ever done.
I think it's so deep how he's a car, but also a tow truck. I think that's, you can, just know.
I relate to that on the deepest level possible.
I have another trivia about the Cars universe.
Sure.
How do they go on dates?
Actually, that is a good question. How do they go on dates?
Wait, what? Wait, what did you say? What was the answer to that?
Pickup trucks.
Oh my. Oh my god.
It's so cheesy and obvious, but it's fucking. It's so stupid that it's right there.
Dude. Hey, Cars confuses the shit out of me because everything is cars. Even the fucking bugs are cars. So like,
The planes,
what do they eat? Yeah, and do they eat just gasoline, or when they have to sleep? I guess they just close their eyes. But there's just a lot of stupid questions like that. It's how do they build everything? How do they build the buildings?
They eat gasoline because I remember that's a plot point in the second
How
movie.
do they fuck? How do they fuck? That's what I don't
Exactly.
They don't fuck. They're made. They're made. Remember?
By who? The cars?
By what? I don't know. I've never gotten that far into the logic.
I think we're going too deep into simulation.
How do they build the buildings? Like, who the fuck built a cafe? Like,
Okay,
how did your wheels build that?
so if the cars built the cars, then who built the original cars?
God did, obviously.
Okay,
That's
but
what I
then
wonder.
who built God? Was there a super god that built God? And then who
Yeah, it
built
was
the
like
super
another
god?
God car.
Was there
It
a
just keeps
super
going
super
back
god
and
who
forth.
created the super god, or what?
Yeah.
And then who
There
made
is
the
a
super
Mustang.
super god?
Is there a god just like a big ass truck?
Yeah, but who made like the super god though? That's what I want to know.
The super god, I guess.
Okay, but then who made the super
All right,
god?
let's move on to another topic.
Wait, I also wonder, does Vin Diesel exist within like the Cars universe? It's like Dominic Toretto. Is he just a car?
God.
Has he like transformed into his like ultimate passion, being a car?
I would like to think so. Yeah.
Okay, I guess we know where Fast and Furious 10 is going.
Okay. Just Dominic Toretto. Dominic Toretto noises.
Not gonna lie, I would love to see a Cars version of Fast and Furious, right? It's like all the characters are just cars.
It would be the best Fast and Furious film.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it really would be. Yeah.
Okay. And then one last question I wanted to ask you about Pixar, because Pixar is known to just fucking shred you to pieces. So what's the Pixar moment that just fucking shred you to... For me, it's Coco. The ending of Coco, I cannot sit through it. I'll cry so hard when he sings to his grandma and his great grandma, and she remembers her dad, and I can't do it. I'm just talking about it makes me kind of cry.
Okay, here's the thing about Coco, and this might be another take that'll get me dragged by everybody.
Hopefully you get really dragged.
Coco is phenomenal. Let's get off the bat, right? I'm just going to get that off the bat, just so no one misquotes me here. It's phenomenal, but it should have ended like 3 minutes sooner. It should have ended with the song, like right after he sings a song to her, and then she remembers her dad or whatever the fuck. Cut the credits, end it right there. That's what I think.
I guess I get what you mean.
I don't disagree with that, actually.
I don't disagree. I get what you mean, but at the same time, there's kids, and kids are fucking stupid.
I
guess they need to see.
About this. Okay, well, fucking.
They need to see Hector. They need to see Hector, see his daughter, just to make sure that they understood what happened.
I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Ash. What do you think of Coco?
I have not seen it recently, so like Matt with most Pixar films, because he's not done his homework. I don't really like remember Coco that well because I saw it like when it came out. But I think it's really
We should
sweet.
cancel Ash too.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I guess it's just. All right. So next one, we already talked about it from Matt's side, but the next topic is movies you came out to. I mean, you came around to.
What?
Movies you came around to, like that you didn't like at first, but now you like.
There's so many, honestly.
Oh, Fargo's another one. I saw that when I was like 13.
The fact that you didn't like it the first time means you're a dumbass, though.
Okay, you know what?
You have to
Fuck
agree
you,
with David on that.
You should go die, David, because you're a piece
Thank
of shit.
you, Ash.
Fargo's amazing.
David, shut up. So I was like 12 or 13 when I first saw Fargo. So obviously I don't know what the fuck I thought. I was probably an idiot then.
You still are?
No, I'm not. I'm smart. I have a college degree, so that automatically makes me the smartest person here.
I have 1 year to go.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
I have a breathing degree. I know how to breathe real well.
No one cares.
Actually, I have asthma. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't even fucking breathe. I mean, you can't even get that degree. Wait, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
Something that you're really stupid and you don't know how to do anything.
Oh yeah, Fargo. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My ADHD pills wearing off, so my mind is wandering.
Yeah, and your dementia too, you fucktard.
No. David's one with dementia. He even admitted to me.
No, I'm just high right now. That's it.
No,
High
no.
on dementia pills or what?
David is definitely on dementia pills. Yes.
So far,
yeah. So I saw it when I was like 13. I don't remember what the fuck I thought of it. I was a fucking idiot. But then I watched it a few weeks ago, and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever I was thinking, I was stupid.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree.
You should cut the rest of that sentence out and just keep that part with the
I was stupid.
It's so just it's so just dry and deadpan, and it's just fucking hilarious. Oh my god, that movie.
It's got a really deep themes though, like love and morality, and how Frances McDormand's character, she's like literally like the best.
The only smart person in the whole movie. She's the only person that's not an idiot, basically.
Yeah. She's the only person that does good things.
Yeah. I mean, they shit people do for money. My god. God damn.
I guess a movie I came around to was Spider-Man 3.
Oh, come on, that's a classic.
Yeah, I used to hate it, and I was like, why? But I guess now when I rewatch it, I'm like, that movie kind of knows it's fucking stupid.
And it embraces it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's like, he's dancing, of course, and he's being all emo and shit, but he's like,
dancing.
It's like,
amazing.
There's two kinds of emo people. People who are like emo and they're like, look at me, I'm emo. And they make fun of themselves. That's Spider-Man 3. And then there's people who knock on your door and just stare at you for 5 minutes and leave. So, I guess Spider-Man 3 just knows.
When you said that there were two types of emos, I automatically thought of the goths and the emos in the South Park TV show.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just gonna laugh.
Well, because you're a fucking idiot who doesn't know anything. So
Spider-Man 3 is good, you know?
See, when I saw it in theaters, I remember liking it because it was fun. But then I saw it like a few years later, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. What the hell is this?
Okay, so, yeah. I'll be honest. It came out, what, 2007 maybe?
Yes.
I was 6 years old, so like when I saw it, it became my favorite film of all time. I loved it, and then years later, I revisited it, and like I was like, "Holy fuck, this is horrendous!" And like now, I just kind of embrace how bad it is.
Yeah, you're like, this is what Stanley Kubrick died for.
I mean, like, I would honestly not mind seeing Peter Parker dance around in a black suit around New York City.
Well, the good thing is that you do have that, so.
We do.
Spider-Verse could never.
Now I'm just picturing Ash, sitting down, watching, like, a looped version of the Spider-Man 3 dance for 2 hours.
Great, so, like, a film that I have came around to, the Grand Budapest Hotel, and I'm sure many of you have, like, followed me on that path.
I don't think I did that, honestly.
At least you've come around on it, because you used to slander it for like no reason.
I used to hate it. You guys
did? You did? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember you talking shit about it.
I used to think it was like a 2-star film.
And now it's like a 4-star film, 5-star film?
I don't remember this at all.
Oh, wait, that's a big, hefty come around.
Yeah, I really like it now, actually.
Actually, I think I do remember you saying one time that you hated it, but, yeah.
I kept bringing it up a lot on Twitter.
I only remember just one time. That's it.
I'll watch it and I'll let you know what I think.
Well, Lewis, you haven't seen anything, so.
I have seen 12 movies in my lifetime, so you can't say I haven't seen anything.
Impressive amount.
As far as Wes Anderson goes, I've only seen Isle of Dogs and Moonrise Kingdom. I've seen Fantastic Mr. Fox too. I just haven't seen Grand Budapest Hotel.
Shh, quiet. Quiet. Mila, quiet. Mila. It's just Andrew. Quiet.
Keep this in, Lewis.
Open the door. It's fucking unlocked, you idiot. God.
This is gonna be the teaser.
Quiet.
Just be like, tune in on Thursday for more stuff like this, and then just Matt yelling for 5 minutes. So, David, what movie did you come around to?
So I got to be honest, I didn't prepare for this.
No
Oh,
shit.
okay.
No fucking shit. Prepare for anything.
I don't know. I guess I'll bring up one, even though I don't want to bring this one up because I still don't think this is a great movie. It still annoys me. But Drive.
Damn it.
Drive. So Drive,
Okay.
I saw in theaters and I thought it was horrible dog shit. And
As
I
opposed
rewatched. I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong, but I rewatched it last year and I bumped my rating up for it a little bit. I still don't think the writing is great, but I think Gosling is more badass in it than I remember previously, and I love Carey Mulligan and everything.
She's amazing.
Simp.
Yeah.
Simp. What a fucking simp.
Yeah, put that on the Rotten Tomatoes critic consensus. Just, he's badass in it.
Exactly, Lewis. And look, I've come around on it. I don't think it's great. I think it's solid like 6 out of 10 tops. But
I think we should change the consensus for like the Rotten Tomatoes page to be okay writing, Gosling's badass.
Right? I'm gonna put in that request.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of my fault. I should have prepared for this. I'm looking through my
shit. Okay.
I'm looking through my letterbox right now.
Okay, David, shut up. Of all the things that you should have prepared for today, your stance on Drive is probably the bottom of the list. Actually,
I thought you guys liked that I gave it a positive rating now.
No, the point is, we wasted fucking an hour waiting for a dumbass to figure out how to fucking screen record your phone.
You're just telling everybody this. We all know it was you who couldn't figure out how to install everything.
It's probably like
I have an Apple, David. Now. I already have all the shit installed anyway. You don't because you're a fucking idiot. Because you think that the government is going to... You think that the government is going to spy on you with Apple products, but you think that because you're a Galaxy, that they're not going to spy on you with a Galaxy phone.
Bruh. To be fair, I was kind of kidding, but I mean,
were you though?
Because
I feel like you actually genuinely believe that.
No, this is a lending thing where like those were actually faked. This is like a real thing,
Okay. See, this is why. You are the 5th worst person I've ever met. No, like, I genuinely hate you. Like, if I saw it in real life, I would literally strangle the fuck out of you. If you think the moon landings are faked, you probably have a negative IQ. You are literally an idiot. And I'm being genuine, by the way. You're an idiot, and you should never be taken seriously. And you should be subject to psychological evaluation, and spend the rest of your life in an insane asylum.
Wow.
That's what I think. Yeah, I know. And you should be, electro tortured as well.
Did you think of this before? Because it's like really thorough.
He probably has some notebook dedicated to all the ways he envisions David dying.
He's probably just reading one of the DMs he sent me in the past.
Honestly, I just made that up on the spot right here because I don't prepare for anything.
Instead of going to like economics, I think you should just like become a writer for the Final Destination franchise.
Right?
There'll be a perfect
absolutely.
I should.
I can picture Matt in like I can picture Matt in a writer's room, like pitching his movie. He's like, and then this happens, and then he fucking dies, and then because he's fucking stupid.
See all this.
Oh, hey, wait, hold on. I remember a movie I've come around to. I remember. Have you guys seen the Thing remake? Not the second one, the Carpenter one, the one that came out like 10 years ago.
Oh, isn't that like a prequel, right?
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I saw that in the theaters, and I remember thinking it was dog shit because it didn't have the practical effects of the original.
Yeah.
But if you rewatch it, it's actually a pretty good movie. I rewatched it the other day. Somebody gave it to me as a gift. I don't know why, but I rewatched it, and it's actually a pretty good movie. Obviously, the not having the practical effects kind of hurts. Because, I mean, that's what made it iconic, the original. But it's actually still pretty strong. And if you watch it, I think they have, like, a lot of great callbacks to the... Well, not the original, but to the John Carpenter remake, which is the one everybody knows as the original.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've not seen it since it's come out, so my thoughts are really blank.
I recommend watching it. It's with Mary Elizabeth Winstead and the guy from The Gift, whose name escapes me now.
Jason Bateman?
No, not Jason Bateman. I'm sorry, the other guy.
Joel
Edgerton. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Joel Edgerton and Mary Elizabeth Winstead are in it, and I think they're pretty great in it. So yeah, that's my recommendation.
Another film. Yeah.
Oh, I said okay. I'll watch it.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Lewis.
another film I've come around to is At Eternity's Gate. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I've not seen that.
I've not seen.
No.
The first time I watched it, I was really distasteful of it. I wasn't really a big fan, and I watched it again in December in the cinema, and like, I found it to be like really, really similar to like Malik's style. I really enjoyed it.
Ash, have you rewatched 8th Grade?
Or what?
Have you rewatched 8th Grade?
No, I don't think I'm gonna touch that piece of shit film. I don't want to lay my hands anywhere near that film.
But you only saw it once, right?
What?
Did you only see it once?
Thankfully, yeah.
Oh, you gotta try to watch it again.
Maybe. I really can't watch that again.
He's like, maybe when I have Alzheimer's and I can forget it right afterward. For me, I feel like I don't have many come around to movies because if I don't like something, I'll just forget about it and not give it a second chance. Which is probably really close-minded. I should probably rewatch a lot of movies that I hated. I should start with Cats.
No, Cats, just don't touch it at all.
What if I just give it a 5-star now?
What you should do with Cats is you give it to Matt, and then Matt can enact whatever he's gonna do to David, including like sending it to an asylum. That's what he should do to that copy of Cats.
Oh my god. I'm just picturing the asylum with like a bunch of people and then one seated, just like a Blu-ray copy of Cats.
The butthole version of Cats.
Butthole cut.
It's cursed.
Okay, so we got that out of the way. Do y'all want to move on to the last topic?
Sure.
I don't even know what the last topic is. What is it?
Okay, so this needs a little bit of like an introduction because I really want to make this topic because I know y'all will have like.
Actually say it instead of saying we need an introduction?
Because
an introduction without.
It won't make sense. It won't make sense. Okay, and you'll know what I mean once I bring it up. And don't swear at me, you little shit. Okay.
I'm gonna fucking swear at you, and I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
I am your mother.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all remember that one time that I said on Twitter that there's no possible way a movie can be objective. That movie's always subjective. And I expected everybody to be like, oh yeah, I agree. But I got a lot of like pushback and a lot of people trying to convince me endlessly that movies can be objective.
Oh yeah, Lewis,
so now
remember that guy that I just completely roasted and then he blocked me? I just want to say just how much of a fucking stupid ass you are. And look, and this guy kept saying, oh, well, I worked for 30 years in film, so I know more than you, and there's objectivity in film. I don't give a fuck how, much time in working in film. There's no objectivity in film. All right? So all those 30 years, all those 30 years were a fucking waste and a lie. So great job. You wasted 30 years of your fucking life, and you're an idiot.
Even
great job.
Even speaking like technical like levels, like if you're like saying like the lighting is good, it's still like a subjective opinion of the lighting being good. So
Yeah,
right.
it is. Yeah.
I don't think like anything can ever be objective.
It's all
when
perspective.
it comes to that.
Yeah.
It's all perspective. Yeah. Look, like I always say all the time, my opinions are the correct ones, and some people take me seriously, to which I think if you take me seriously, you're a fucking idiot. If you can't tell that I'm being sarcastic, especially if you've been following me for more than a fucking day, if you can't tell I'm being sarcastic, you are an idiot. No, but, even though I say that, obviously film is subjective. I mean, come on now. I mean, you have to be, dumber than the guy that I was fighting with that one day to think that objectivity is a thing in film.
Well, except Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat is obviously objectively the greatest movie ever made.
Okay,
yes.
well, yeah, but that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's true.
That's in the Bible.
That's in the Bible that Matt doesn't believe in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
there's no wizard in space controlling everything. I just want to point that out.
Yes.
The Bible's not real. There's no space wizards.
The Bible's not real. It doesn't exist. That copy is just your imagination.
It is, yeah.
So, because what I was saying is, there's no objective way. Because they're like, some people are like, what if the writing is bad? I'm like, to who is it bad? Like, where is the universe rule of what good writing is? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, unless you're reading the script and there's punctuation errors, I mean, that's something different. I'm talking about the movie.
If there's punctuation errors in the script, I will have an aneurysm.
and then they're like, what if the shot is out of focus and it has no purpose? I'm like,
depends what you're trying to convey, you fucking moron.
But what they're saying is, what if the shot is out of focus and it was unintentional? It's like, well, that's not even. I don't even know what to say to that because it's still subjective, though.
It's a CinemaSins level nitpick. It's not even a criticism. It's just a pointless CinemaSins level nitpick at that point.
Right? It's just. Yeah. Is there any way you guys can think of that movie can be objectively good or bad?
Well, The Goonies is objectively the worst piece of shit ever put on any screen.
Oh,
it is
your stuff, you dumb motherfucker.
Listen
to me.
Fuck myself
this is a
every
great
day,
movie.
So.
What?
David told me go fuck myself, to which I said, actually, I fuck myself every day, so joke's on you.
That's sad.
I know it is sad. I cry when I do it, too, because of how lonely I am.
You should use that for, like, a ritual sacrifice. Never mind.
No. We're not talking about that.
Keep that in. Please keep that in.
Please.
Okay, fine. I'm already scared to edit this. I can just see the audio line leaking off the computer whenever this shit happens. I'm gonna have to reduce the game by like 100,000%.
Oh. Anyway, I hope the one guy that I was arguing with is listening in on me, and I hope that he knows just how much of an idiot he is, and how much of a waste those 30 years were. How worthless he is.
So. And they're like, and what I always say to people who say that, which are not very smart people in my opinion, and that's objective.
No, that is objective. If there's objectivity in a film, you are objectively an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. And what I always bring up is this. It's like, when you're a lawyer and you want to be a good lawyer, you go to law school, because that's objective. You need to know the law. There's no subjectivity in law, because it exists. When you want to be a math teacher, or like something like an engineer, you study math, because there's no objectivity between what's 2 + 2.
Right, yeah.
You look at the greatest filmmakers of all time, and I don't have a list here, but a lot of them, people like Steven Spielberg, didn't even go to film school. Because it's not an objective thing. You don't have to study shot or how to make something to make a good movie. Because at the end of the day, if your movie connects with a lot of people and a lot of people love it, do you think they really care about where they put the chair in the framing? Like, no.
I'm sure
that they care about the framing.
What?
I said I'm sure they care about the framing.
I'm sure they care about the framing, but
you don't need to go to school for that type of shit. You know what I mean?
That's what you go to school for. That's
Ashley's gonna say. Wait, Ashley's gonna say something. What you say?
Like Christopher Nolan was a literature student, and Paul Thomas Anderson, Quentin Tarantino, they dropped out of film school.
And they're like incredible.
Yeah.
And that's what they teach in film school. They don't teach. They teach you like how to set up a shot or how to that's just a standard, but a standard isn't a rule.
Yeah, that's why I dropped out of film school, because they told me they couldn't teach me anymore. I just knew everything already, you know?
You dropped out of film. Okay, you didn't drop out. They kicked you out for being a fucking idiot.
No, I dropped out after a semester. They were like, you know what, you're
because you're too stupid
to
learn anything.
They were like,
they're like,
you know what, all right. You're right, I'm sorry.
Okay, Martin Scorsese. Okay.
Martin they're like,
he wishes he was me.
Sure he does.
Okay, so we all agree that there's no quantifiable way to measure a movie.
No.
But there is.
Yeah, no.
Well, that being said, The Goonies is objectively the worst piece of shit ever made.
Shut up.
That doesn't sound like 8th grade.
Okay, so that was...
8th grade is better than The Goonies.
8th grade, I like 8th grade. That's a good movie.
Lewis?
Yes.
You're wrong.
Wait. It's Louise.
Is it really Louise? Is it
yes.
really? All this time I've been calling you Louis.
We've all been calling you Louis.
Y'all have been like my 3 best friends on Twitter, and you always fucking get my name wrong. It's 4 letters. It's 4 fucking letters.
Lois Lane?
I am Get in your lane, bitch. No, I'm Mexican. We don't say Louis here. I mean, here I'm in America still.
I called you Louis, because I know other Mexicans named Louis.
I mean, I guess. Louis is like Louis Griffin or Louis something else.
Louis Griffin. Oh my God.
Okay, so that was all the topics. I'm just gonna speed through the questions that people asked. I wasn't expecting people to actually ask me stuff.
People ask questions?
What questions do we get?
I feel famous.
Yes, I was like, people asked me something.
I'm joking, I'm no one.
Exactly, I'm like the Joker here. But like the Todd Phillips version. I am not a good little boy. I am a werewolf and I'll go wild. And I'm not gonna take it. You know what you get when you send Luis questions? You get what you fucking deserve. Okay, so, I'm just gonna let Matt be pretentious for 2 seconds. And
it's my favorite thing in the world to do.
This is a question from Justin RC16. Why do some people think Matt's opinions are the right ones while the others think they're the wrong ones?
Because my opinions are the correct ones. I mean, it's just a fact of life. It's written in the Bible, and it's written in the Constitution. And it's also written in the Magna Carta too. That Matt's opinions are the correct ones.
You know where else?
If you're on Twitter.
What?
You know where else it's written?
If you look at that 38K Twitter tweet.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God. Oh wait, so I go to the next one?
Yeah, I think so.
No, you ended there, you fucking idiot.
Okay. So at Aiden, I'll be Barrett. Wait, no, I said that wrong. At Aiden L. Barrett asks, what's your favorite movie score? Or favorites?
Can you give like a top 3?
Sure.
Hans Zimmer, Interstellar.
Okay.
Arcade Fire, Score for Her.
Okay.
And Nicholas Bertel's Score for the King.
Awesome. David?
Yes.
I would say Hans Zimmer score for Inception. Michael Giacchino score for The Incredibles.
Ooh.
Yes.
And oh boy, there's some. Okay, well, it's got to be John Williams for Jaws. It's kind of obvious, but it's pretty timeless.
Right. Man, Matt.
Yeah.
Mine's the most basic answer ever, but I mean, I don't think anyone would disagree. The score for all the Star Wars films.
Correct.
Even Episode 9, which I fucking hate with a burning passion. I cannot I cannot deny that the score for that is great.
Hold on, I'm sorry. One more thing. What special shout out to Man of Steel, which has a really great score too by Hans Zimmer.
Yep.
Yeah,
such a great score.
That's like a memorable part of the movie.
Wait, here. Juliet on Twitter is saying, because I told her that right now we're recording and it's very underwhelming, to which she replied that we're selling ourselves short, so I just wanted to point out that, Juliet, this is very underwhelming. This recording, I just wanted to tell you.
If she even makes it to this part of the podcast, she's
I know, she's gonna stop like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Anyone makes
roughly negative 18 people are gonna make it more than 10 minutes into the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of just doing this for fun. And okay, my top 3, I guess, are John Carpenter, Halloween.
Yes.
I'm gonna also have to go with Michael Giacchino for The Incredibles. Either The Incredibles or Ratatouille. Those 2 scores are insane. Harry Potter.
Which one?
Ooh. Yeah.
The John Williams ones. The first 2.
Okay.
The rest are good too, but the John Williams ones. Okay, so next question. Justin RC16 writes, best movie for Netflix and chill. And I have a lot of experience, obviously not, so
Wow.
no. You asked the best group of people for this one.
Oh wait, I got a perfect film that's on Netflix that I think is perfect for this.
Okay.
Danny Villeneuve's Prisoners.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah,
perfect comfort film.
Your parents are going to be like...
That is my answer as well. Yes. I mean, look, it is literally my comfort film, unironically, because it makes me thankful that I'm not in their predicament. It makes me feel better about myself. It's a heartwarming film in the most cynical way possible for me. It sounds fucked up and dark, but I'm
true.
Just giving
my pick is Love. Gaspar Noé's Love.
Oh my god. I watched the first few minutes of that and I was like, excuse me?
That film genuinely scares me.
Like, if your parents block Pornhub,
I feel like Gaspar Noé is a man that if I watch this film at 4 a.m., he's gonna turn up at my doorstep at 5 a.m. with a camera. With a knife and a camera, just forcing me to do some really wild things while he forces me to like watch his next film. I'm just genuinely creeped out by him.
Yeah. I feel like he would watch you watch his movie.
Yeah. He like took the knife to threaten me to watch this film.
Okay, before we segue somewhere else, somewhere unsegwayable. I never said that in my life before. MCGS 025 writes, break down what makes a great edit and how editing can make a movie better.
Literally take any example of Thelma Schoonmaker's work in like Scorsese's films.
Oh yeah.
You can just you can see that it's her editing anytime you watch a Scorsese film because you can just feel that partnership between her and Marty and how they collaborate and how they want to present the film, how they want to pace it, and like I think the perfect example is like there's 2 perfect examples. One is Raging Bull, which is like perfect like a slow pace, and another one is Wolf of Wall Street, which just feels like
wild.
A cocaine rush.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
for 3 hours, and it never lets up with the energy. And I think that's like a big attribution to like Thelma Schoonmaker.
Right.
I also want to say that editing can literally save a film too. I don't know if you know about the behind the scenes of the original Star Wars film, but anything that could go wrong on set did.
Did it go wrong?
Yes.
Right.
I think
and
like,
that and in Jaws too.
Even Apocalypse Now. I was like before we started this, like a few minutes before we started this, I was reading a story about how because before Martin Sheen was casted. Harvey Keitel was the lead, and so like they had to like reshoot some stuff, so they couldn't reshoot this one scene, so they just used like a footage of like Harvey Keitel, and in the film it looks like Martin Sheen, and I think like the editing plays a huge role in like making the production, which was like really, really conflicting. It makes it seem super makes it seem super rewardable because the film is like so well edited.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I didn't know that. That is really interesting.
Yeah, I was seeing
I'm gonna
on
have
Twitter.
to read up on that. And then for me, editing is like, it can actually make or break a movie, because stuff as simple as how long you leave a shot, like in the movie, like something as simple as that can change like the tension or the pace of the scene, anything,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Twitchy Lex writes, "What the hell is Eraser truly trying to say to its viewer?"
Eraserhead?
Yeah.
What?
I've not seen Eraserhead.
Oh.
I have not seen it either.
All right. Okay. Next question.
Yeah, let's take this one out so we don't embarrass ourselves.
Sorry about that. Sorry, you couldn't answer the question.
Retirement
Thanks, David.
Twitter.
It's all David's fault. It's all David's fault. What a fucking idiot. Stupid.
Yeah.
What a waste of life.
Retirement Twitter's gonna
blame the Mexican guy, of course.
Wow. Nice job, Matt.
Well, you know me.
Okay. Please watch podcast writes, "What's the most quotable movie of all time?"
Pulp Fiction. Total film bro thing, but
No.
you know what? I mean, it's so quotable. Oh my god.
It's gotta be Casablanca.
You know what they call
Casablanca
quarter
by mine.
pounder in Paris? An Al Royale with cheese.
Yep. Royale with cheese.
I'm gonna go with Mean Girls.
What?
Honestly,
Wait, dude.
that you can quote so much.
That's a really good one, actually.
You can quote a bunch of shit from that movie, and people will know instantly what you're talking about.
I don't remember a fucking thing from that movie, honestly.
Well, you obviously don't have to have fun, and you're gonna die really soon.
I probably am, actually, not gonna lie.
I think my pick will be like The Dark Knight Rises, simply because I literally quote Bane all the time.
Everyone?
Another quotable movie is Shawshank Redemption, I think, is another quotable one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jaws as well.
Yeah, yep. Yes.
The Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, oh, yes, The Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dirty Ho is the best quote from the movie. Oh, my God.
I'm gonna get you.
I guess the most quotable film for me is Hereditary, because every fucking chance I get, even if I'm at a Starbucks, I will recite the entire monologue to the random barista.
Have you actually recited the entire monologue to the barista? At
Yes.
any point? And did they call the police and kick you out? For
They're like,
excuse me, sir, that's not a Starbucks order.
I'm like, excuse me,
Sir,
sir, but don't you swear at me, you little shit. 2 minutes later, I'm like, nobody admits anything they've done. And they're like, so you want that lightly warm? Okay, so the Bandandrews 27 favorite A24 movie and why. Y'all know what fucking movie I'm gonna talk about. You know what fucking...
Lewis, you and I have the same favorite A24 movie.
Okay, at the same time we're gonna say it? 1, 2, 3. Hereditary. And Midsommar. Those two for me. Ari Aster.
Actually,
saved my
Hereditary
life.
is 1, Midsommar is 2. No. Yeah, yes.
Midsommar is mid.
Excuse you, Ash.
David, please go stab your stupid fucking face.
That was Ash who said that.
Yo, wait. I couldn't hear you. Do you say Midsommar or do you say bullshit?
Oh my god.
Thank you.
David, please go away forever.
Okay, so we need either David or Ash are going in the bear suit next. Who is it?
David, no. Ash didn't do anything wrong. David does everything.
He just called Midsommar bullshit.
I don't care. What David said is worse.
This podcast is going to end with me crying.
Good. I hope it does.
It probably will.
Next podcast is going to end with me killing David.
Yep.
Yeah, for me, I can't choose between Hereditary and Midsommar, and for Matt as well. So I guess now we go to Ash and David. What's your favorite A24 movie?
I think mine's a tie between Hereditary, A Ghost Story, and Ex Machina.
Oh, Ghost Story
is fantastic.
Yeah.
Also, like, First Reform is definitely up there.
I have not seen First Reformed yet.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't like it on first watch, but like on second watch, I adored it.
I remember one day I was going to watch it, but I decided not to for some reason. So, L for me.
I'm just thinking about how good A Ghost Story is.
Yeah, the score is amazing too.
And that pie eating scene is amazing too.
I think the best thing about Ghost Story is that they casted Casey Affleck, but we don't even have to see his face because he's just covered in a ghost sheet.
They really thought about us on that one.
They were really thoughtful towards the audience.
Oh my god.
Nice of them.
David, what about you?
Ash said one of them, Ex Machina. I fucking love that movie.
Because Alex Garland is a genius, but also Lady Bird. I love Lady Bird a lot. I know there are a lot of people that kind of think it's overrated, but I genuinely love that movie.
I think it's great. Yeah.
I wouldn't say
overrated. I mean, I don't love it as much as other people, but I still think it's great. I don't think it's overrated though.
I think it's good. It's like okay good.
No, for me it's like a 5 out of 5. And it's also one of the more quotable films in recent memory for me too. Like, listen, if your mom hadn't gone through with the abortion, we wouldn't be sitting down in this stupid assembly right now.
I think it's got like it's got a really good screenplay and like really good acting. But like,
don't be a Republican.
Yeah.
Don't be Republican. Yeah.
I can see why it appeals to so many people though.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably my favorite. Like, it would probably have been my next one after Hereditary, Midsommar, Lady Bird.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one comes from at Haddonfield. Each of your desert island movie. For me, Harry Potter. It's like my comfort zone. I grew up with Harry Potter. Who's next? Your desert island movie, bitches.
There will be blood. There will be blood.
Zodiac.
Good choice. I think mine would be The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
I think like that has enough energy to keep me alive on that island.
Yeah. Mine is There Will Be Blood. I've seen that movie probably 45 times. Shit, you not. I mean, it's not even my favorite PTA film, but I've seen it literally 40 times.
Mine is either Zodiac or V for Vendetta because I love both of those movies and I watch them usually once or twice a year. Those are the only movies that I rewatch like all the time.
Yeah. Also, if you bring There Will Be Blood to the island, you get like a free exorcism.
A free exorcism?
Yeah, because like there'll be like a Paul Dano screaming like.
Oh my god!
I abandoned my child.
That was good.
That was really good. We need more Ash quotes now.
Please. I will literally
works for it.
I will literally pay you, Ash.
To do what?
To talk about to do impressions and shit.
Okay, I will take a flight to your house and come to like stand up.
Please, yes.
Okay.
Actually, I would love it if y'all just came down here.
You think I can fly over now?
Yes, go ahead. I mean, I have Corona right now, but if you don't mind getting infected for...
Yeah.
It's all go meet up in Vegas because everything in Vegas is open right now.
Yeah, that's a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
Wow, is the desert open again?
Yes.
Is the Grand Canyon open? Let's throw ourselves off.
Dude, the Grand Canyon is amazing. I mean, have you seen it like in person?
Not as important as the Mount Rushmore. I'm just kidding.
Bad. Yeah, no, the Grand Canyon, man.
The only thing good about Mount Rushmore is that it was a national treasure.
Yeah.
Who cares about his
look,
faces, man? Nicolas Cage.
Right. Okay. See, look, I guess as like a sculpture, it's kind of impressive because it's like, oh, it's big faces carved in on a mountain. But like the actual content of it, it's like, okay, no. And the fact, that it's a, yeah, no, yeah. So as a sculpture, I can see how it's impressive, but it's it's a bunch of fucking slave owners and Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, the only thing that
And
made
Teddy
me,
Roosevelt. Yeah.
yeah,
He wasn't
the only,
a slave owner, but he was an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
What? Wait, what the fuck is that noise? I can't. Did you
I
hear that?
don't know. I don't know who that is.
Not me.
Okay, so last question, by Bravido Brienne. Favorite Stan Tucci movie?
Stanley Tucci.
Easy A.
Wait, here, I gotta look up what movies he's been in, because I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I
like,
fucking
weird,
love
radical
Easy A.
one.
He's so good in Easy A.
I haven't even seen Easy A yet.
What?
I
Dude,
know.
it's great.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, this fucker's been in a lot of movies. I didn't realize how many movies he's been in.
I
gonna
guess
go-
Spotlight is my favorite of his.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
shit! I forgot about Spotlight.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
you're
at
right
his
about
movies now. Spotlight is probably, I guess, the best one that that I can see that I just pulled up here.
Ooh, Catching Fire, dude. I love that movie.
Catching Fire. The only good Hunger Games movie.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I've only
I wouldn't
seen
even
the
say
first-
good. I would say it's great. Wait, go on.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm reading because I can't multitask.
I'm gonna pick like a radical choice, and I'm gonna say because I genuinely like parts of it. Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Okay.
Which one was that again? Because they're all kind of the same to me.
The
That's
fourth
the
one.
Marky Mark one and the Funky Bunch.
I don't think that is.
It's the one right after Shia LaBeouf left.
I don't know which one.
The one with Mark Wahlberg.
I know I've seen them. I just don't remember them because they're all the same to me. I'm sure I've seen it, but no, they literally are all the same to me. Like if I try to remember, it's just one big blur.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I guess those are our favorite Stan Tucci movies.
Wait,
Yes.
did David say his? Oh yeah, Easy A. Yeah, Easy A.
He said Easy.
Yeah.
Ow, my butt bone is really bothering me.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, tailbone, you fucking idiot.
Oh.
Please get it right.
Okay, so now you're a medical major, or what the fuck?
I know a lot of things, Lewis, that you will never know. Because I'm just simply better than you are.
Oh yeah, how many licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
69 and a half.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Let me try it. Let me ask my neighbor to just get me Tootsie Pops. Okay, so those are all the questions and the topics.
Ooh, I have a final question for everyone.
Okay, yes.
So, pick 3 film recommendations for someone to watch this week. What films do you recommend?
Oh, I suck at film recommendations. Can I
Beautiful question.
pass?
You go first, Ash, since you brought it up.
Yeah, go first.
Okay, first one, The Fountain.
That's a great film. That's a great
I
film.
love that film.
That's a great film, yeah.
Second one, Steven Soderbergh's Solaris.
Okay.
And third one, a recent favorite of mine that I saw, Hiroshima Mon Amour.
That's a good one too, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that to my watch because I haven't seen that one.
I've seen the Steven Soderbergh Solaris a long time ago. I don't remember anything about it. I saw the Tarkovsky one like a year ago. That was fucking great. That was wow. Whew.
I love Tarkovsky.
Okay.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So, for me, some recent films that I watched that I feel like not many people have seen, I would recommend Obayashi's House, which I saw.
Ew, mid.
Recently.
Dies from less than mid.
I thought it was so interesting. You'll never see a movie like that, and even if you don't like it, it's gonna be a moment, you know.
Yes, I will say, even though I think it's fucking stupid and annoying, and I wanted to die when I watched it, it certainly was interesting. I can't say there's a film like it at all.
Right.
So, it's unique. I just don't like it.
Exactly. And then next one, directed by Veronica Friends and Severin Fiala. The Lodge.
The Lodge.
The Lodge.
Yeah. Good Night, Mommy.
The what?
No,
the what?
I like that one too. The Lodge. It's out.
That. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it too. It's very polarizing, but I think it has a lot of interesting ideas, and I think it's really well executed. I'm just really curious to see what other people would think. So that one is one that you should check out since the movie theaters are not open.
I remember seeing the trailer when I saw Parasite. It looked interesting. Yeah.
And the next one I would recommend, because I just want to not be alone in this. I feel like I'm the only person who has logged this movie on my Letterboxd. Ratatouille. I just want someone to...
Okay. All right, I just want to say something. I knew that you were going to say that. Ratatouille. I knew that you were going to say it. I just knew it. I know you so well. I knew you were going to recommend that one.
Watch it. It's only 44 minutes long. It is a cinematic masterpiece. You'll never watch anything like it again. I don't even know why Pixar even bothers at this point. Ratatouille just... You know what the fucking rat's name is?
What?
Ratatouille Marcellus or something like that. Marcellus Ratatouille or something like that. It's the weirdest movie I've ever seen. There's a whole plot. There's a whole section in the movie where they spend 3 minutes planning out something, and that something was just knocking on someone's foot.
Wow.
10 out of 10.
Yes. Okay, who's next? David or Matt?
David's gonna choose stupid movies because he's a fucking idiot.
Okay, let's go with Matt.
Actually, you know what? No, do David's recommendations because I want to actually end the podcast on a high note, not a low note like David would.
What note? A G sharp 5? A C6?
A G6.
Okay. All right. So I'll say
an F sharp.
Okay.
I'll say A History of Violence.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Robert Zemeckis' Contact, which I know I convinced Ash to watch, and that's a great movie.
Okay.
And Ridley Scott's Matchstick Men, which nobody has seen apparently.
David has been at me for watching Matchstick Men for probably a couple years now.
That's a great movie that nobody has seen apparently, except for Henry.
Okay.
I talked to Henry about it. That's it.
Y'all should bully each other more into watching movies. That'd be fun.
Henry's awesome.
Henry is awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to Henry.
Shout out to Henry.
Yes.
And Henry's amazing, genuinely. For me, I guess The Lost Weekend by Billy Wilder. Not a lot of people. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, not a lot of people in Letterboxd have seen it, which is a shame because it's fucking phenomenal. It's not quite at the level of The Apartment, but it's up there. Another one is Redbeard by Kurosawa. That is on Canopy. You can just watch it for free, literally. Just you get your library card signed in and you can watch it. The third one, Stalker, I guess.
Oh, I watched that recently for the
everyone
first
knows
time.
how much I love that movie. Yeah, everyone knows how much I love that movie.
Matt, I'm disappointed in you that you didn't pick Paris, Texas.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen it now.
Yeah. Also,
wait. Going on with Paris, Texas, I need everyone else to see another Wim Wenders film, which is Wings of Desire.
Yeah. Yep. Oh,
That's
fuck,
amazing.
I saw it yesterday at Barnes & Noble. I should have got it. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Why are you going out during coronavirus, Matt?
Because I want...
social distance.
Yeah. But there was some dumb fuck at Barnes & Noble yesterday. He was, like, right dead in the fucking middle of, like, the aisle. And because of social distancing, we didn't want to get near him, and he's just kind of, like, hogging it, and he's sitting there for 20 minutes. I was about to knock him fucking over, I swear to God.
You should have, and sent me a video about it so I could, like, laugh about it.
I was about to fucking drag his ass out of the store, fucking hogging shit. Move out of the way.
Looking at the Criterions?
Yes, but he was doing it as slow as possible.
You should have like told him like, oh, there's like a chunking express criterion on the other side because that's like really rare. And he would have gone there.
He was literally hogging the aisle. It's like, fucking move. God damn.
Alright, so would y'all be down to do this again someday?
No.
Yeah. Yes. Let's do it
No.
again.
No.
Yes.
We'll
No.
force Matt to be in it again.
So who said yes?
Not me.
We all
I'm
said
only
yes.
saying it out of
Matt's
spite.
gonna join it too.
So
Matt's
everyone
joining
except
too, or
for
I'm gonna
Matt?
expose his
You know-
fucking DMs to me where
At
we
least
talk
next
shit about
time
other
you
people.
know how the audio works.
Okay, but David, but you'll be exposing yourself as well in the meantime.
Yeah, but
So-
as long as I get to cancel you, like I'd take you down with me. I don't care. I'm
Okay,
fine with it.
if I wasn't canceled, that's my Moonlight take, and I'm still around after my Spider-Verse take, there's no fucking way that you'd be able to take me down. I'm just
Matt is like the Cardi B of film Twitter.
It's like a Jordan Belfort in Wolf of Wall Street.
yes. You're gonna need
Well,
a
it's like
fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here. They're gonna have to send in the National Guard or a fucking SWAT team, because I ain't going nowhere. Fuck them.
What if that's the opening? What if that's the
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? We should make that the official opening.
It's perfect.
Actually, not a bad idea, actually.
It is, yes, it is for each one. Oh my god.
Alright, so thank y'all for coming. That was the first episode of this nameless podcast.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys around, and I love y'all.
I know.
Does anybody else love anyone back?
I love you, Louis. You're the
I
best.
love
you.
I'm sorry, Luis. I love you, Luis.
Love you.
Only ass. Only ass and Lewis, not David.
I love you, Ash.
Love you too.
I love you, Ash.
Love you
Alright.
too.
Alright, I guess
Fuck
I go
yourself,
pass.
man.
I love you, Matt.
I do fuck myself every day, so joke's on you.
That's the great ending.